Hey guys, this is E with Scrapbooking with me, and this is our E's Friday Fun Freebies. And this is the freebie today. These are flower stakes. So you know when you plant certain flowers, you have those little stakes you can put in there. That's what these are supposed to resemble. Now, I don't know one flower from the other except the rose. So I've just put some names down here. Of course, you can take those off, put any kind of name that you want on there, but you know me, I don't know one flower from another. I do know roses and lilies, and other than that, that's about it. Well, I know sunflowers. That's about it. That's the extent of my knowledge on flowers. So I just printed these on a 28-pound paper. I am going to go ahead and back them on another piece of paper that has lines on it, so that for the journaling. And I think I'm going to use my glue stick. Ooh, this one's about gone and I've got the top stuck on it. I should clean that off. I should. I think they call, what did they call them? Flower stakes or flower, I don't know. Anyway, that's what they're supposed to resemble. So how are you guys? What's everybody doing? I heard that some people got snow yesterday. Oh my goodness, what the world? It's crazy weather. Crazy, crazy. It is a mess. I don't know. I probably didn't put that straight at all, did I? Oh well, that's fine. I'm not going to worry about lines being a little bit crooked. It will work. So this will be linked below, and all you have to do, if I ever forget to link a freebie, all you have to do is go to our website, and there's a little tab that says blog. Click on that tab and all the freebies are there. That's all you have to do, because sometimes I do forget. Today is Brooklyn's birthday. So she posted a little short video on her channel, and I'll link her channel below. I know a lot of you have said, please link her channel. I want to go over and subscribe. She put a little video up that said, it's my birthday. As I said yesterday, that kid loves birthdays. She's 11 today. Can't believe it. 11 years old. I think that's right. Let's see. She was born in 2012. So yeah, she's 11 today. My, my. And she's our baby, grandbaby. So we don't have any little babies anymore. And she acts like, you know, 15 or 16. She's so smart. And then her older brother, Jay, his birthday is today too. They share a birthday. A birth date. And I believe he's 20, let's see. He may be 28 today. His is hard for me to keep up with, but I know he's about 4 years older than Ashley, and Ashley just turned 24. So he's either 27 or 28. Wow, I can't believe we've got a grandkid almost 30. It's unbelievable. I can't believe that Aaron's 23. That just blows my, well, he'll be 23 in June next month. That just blows my mind. Seems only yesterday that he was a little bitty thing. I'm going to cut these out and then I'll come back. No use in me sitting here and you watching me just cut things out. Okay, we have all those cut out, and I didn't cut the words out yet. I just left those. Now, I thought these are some of those little spoon and fork or silverware sleeves that I have. This one is the only one I have left that's coffee dyed, but these fit perfectly in there. So if you don't have these, you can make them just out of some vellum or some tissue paper or just regular paper, whatever you have. They're 2 3/4 inch wide, and then they are, let's see, from that little, they're 9 3/4 inches long. So you could make them if you wanted to, and I'm just going to use this little part to fold up. Now, I only have one that's coffee dyed, but I have plenty that are not coffee dyed. So I thought we might just use a coffee dye sheet and go ahead and put the sheet on these. What do you think? And I think I might just wrap it around a little bit too. These are from Triple V Vintage. Triple V Vintage. Let's see. Trying to decide if I want to use my glue stick or my art glitter. It's a thick paper, so I think my art glitter will work. It may not be as quick, but we'll see. And I'm only gonna go down, well, I really don't even have to go down that far, but I've already put my glue there now, so you would just have to go down so that you could cover that up really well, where your pocket turns up there. Now we still have a few of these bone folders left, and then they are back ordered. So if you want one, you better get the ones that we have in stock, because I don't know when we'll get more. I'll be so glad when we don't have back orders. It's so aggravating. But I know the manufacturers can't help it either. They just can't keep anybody working, is what they tell me. People don't want to work anymore. I didn't leave me very much to turn over, did I? But that'll be okay, I think. Alright, now I'm just going to put a little glue under here. Glue that down on the back, because I will probably glue these straight down into my journal, so I'm not going to worry about the back so much. And now we can trim this top off, and I think I'm just going to go follow the angle of this, I believe. Now for the front, I want it to be cut down, so I'm going to kind of fold it like that, and then I'm just going to cut that off and see what we get. Yeah, that'll work right there. That will work. Now, I will cover that later. I'm not going to cover it right this minute. You know what? That little piece I just threw away would cover that. See if I can dig it out of my garbage. Yeah, look at that. That would cover that perfectly, and it would match up. Well, duh, Edith. I'm going to go ahead and ink this little edge here. And I'm going to go ahead and ink this edge. That way you'll be able to tell where the pocket actually starts. Well, it doesn't hurt for me to get ink on that, so I'm just going to ink it like that. Okay. Now let's go ahead and glue that down. Then we won't waste any of this. I would have coffee dyed some of these, but I didn't really have time this week. This has been a crazy week with everybody gone. Told my kiddos they can't go on vacation anymore. Alright, there we go. Let's trim just that tiniest bit off there that's sticking up. Right, there we go. That works. And then I'm going to go ahead and put my ink down the sides. I love inking this coffee dyed paper. It looks so good when it's inked, I think. Now this is going to fold up, and we can put another piece of coffee dyed paper there, or we can put a different paper there, whatever you think. You want to put another coffee dye there? I don't think I want to, truthfully. I've got this huge doily. No, too much white shows through. So let's go with a different paper. Okay, I think I'll go with the coffee dye, but I'm going to go with a different pattern. This is a different pattern. Make sure I'm staying in frame here. Yeah, I think that will work, and I'll put that one right there maybe. Let's do that. I'm going to leave a little bit to fold over the top. Well, I can't pick anything up. I'm having problems with my hand. Oh, look at that. I did the wrong side. Oh well, that side actually goes better. It's a little bit lighter. We'll do the other side on some other ones. I'm having a hard time picking things up this morning. My hands don't want to work. My hubby used to say, when I'd say that, he'd say, "Oh, you washed your hands and you can't do a thing with them?" So, yeah, I guess I did. Now I'm going to cut this down here flush, because if I don't, things are going to start to get in my way. Trim those little corners out, and hopefully this will fold around like I want it to. I don't leave myself enough because I'm so stingy with my paper. Well, that's folded crooked. Maybe it'll look alright from the other side, hopefully. Yeah, it looks okay from this side, so we're going to leave it. So then we are going to glue this up right there. We'll go ahead and ink this bottom really well. And these little sides. And I think I will put a pull in this one. Now, I may not do all 4 of these, but I'm just going to give you an idea of what I'm going to do with mine. Okay, we're going to glue this down, this little crooked thing down right here. Wouldn't be my handmade if it was completely straight, I'm telling you. Okay, then we can take one of these, and these are still wet with the glue, but they'll flatten out in a minute. We'll tuck that in there, and we can put our little label up here. Now, I made the labels a little bit larger. Well, you can cut out the words and put in there if you want. I'll just do that on this one, show you what I'll do. Some may not want to use that as your little label topper, but we're going to use it as one. Then we can just ink that up a little bit. And then put our glue there like that. Isn't that cute? Now we're going to put some flowers on the outside. Since we've got flowers on our tag, let's do some flowers on the outside. And I'd like to just do a little combination of colors and designs, and that way it'd look like a little flower bed, maybe. Let's see. That one goes that way. You can use whatever flowers you have. I'm just going to grab a few of these, I think. There's a pretty rose. Then we got that blue. And I don't know if I got another color or not. I think that's a little tulip, maybe? Is that a tulip? I would like to have one a little taller though for the center. That looks kind of like those little bells that I have in there, whatever kind of bells they are. Okay, that can be my little flower bed right there. I was gonna make y'all a little group of flowers to use, but I ran out of time last night and I got sleepy. I ended up falling asleep with my iPad in my face. Okay, so there is our little flowers. And then up here we want something. What do we want up here? What about one of these little labels? What does that look like? I kind of like that. Or we can go with one of these. Oh, I kind of like that better. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to cover all of that up, so I think I'm going to put this down. And I won't add any more unless when I start to add it to my journal I might see something else that I want to add. But, and of course I got it a little crooked, but that's okay. And then we can make a little tag to go in here. Let's see. I don't have one made, but it would be about that size. So we can just cover that and put that in there. So you want to do another one? Let's do this one that's already coffee dyed. That way we won't have to glue so much paper on it. Now I am going to glue some paper here because this is the back side of that. And I think I'll just glue this on there. This time I'm going to try to leave me a little bit extra to fold around. That way maybe I won't get so crooked. And these little sheets, if you can find them at maybe a restaurant place or something like that, they coffee dye real easy. This one I didn't coffee dye. I think Katie did that one for me. But I have coffee dyed them before, and they take the coffee dyeing very, very well. Alright, we'll have to cut that off right at the bottom without cutting our pocket open. Now let's see if we've got, well, I left a little bit, not much. I'm pitiful. I feel like I don't have any paper. And I've got probably more paper than Carter's got liver pills. Okay. Got this little piece off right here. Little angle. And this one off at a little angle so we won't have any hindrance there. Cut our corners out. And we'll glue these down, these little pieces. Well, that did do a little bit better folding. Okay. So now that will fold up like that. I like that. Well, I do. I like that. Okay, let's figure out what we want to use to put on here. You know, just because you turn the camera on doesn't mean you hit record. So I just wanted to let you know that. I was just talking away to you and looked up and the camera was off. I found this little piece of book page that I went ahead and inked, and I'm just going to lay it right there. I don't want to cover all of this up, but I felt like that side needed a little something because it was a little bit more plain. And then, let's see, what else did I pull? I went ahead and pulled some things out while I was getting my camera going again. I think I'll put this little piece on there. And these are from, I believe, Temu. I believe that's what these are from. They're little clear acetate like stickers. And I just absolutely love them. I've got to where I use them on just about everything. I know you guys probably get sick of seeing them. And then this is some of our washi tape. We are, I think, sold completely out of washi right now. We're waiting on another shipment. Should have more of that in soon, I hope. And I'm going to put some of that there. And I know that's not going to be easy for you to see. There you go. Maybe you can see it now. I just wanted a little bit of writing behind that. You don't have to. It's just my thing. You know, it's just my crazy mind. And I have so many people that ask me, why did you put so-and-so down and then you just covered it up? Well, you just do layers, and when you're working on layers, sometimes you don't really think about what you're going to put at the end. You're just adding layers to make an image or to make something pop. And you know, sometimes I put something on and yeah, I do cover it up, but it's just, that's the nature of the beast. So I'm putting these little flowers. They were out on my desk and I thought they'll work fine on here. And see, in the background it just gives that a little bit more, I don't know, structure, I guess. There you go. Just in my mind anyway. You know, my mind doesn't work like everybody else's. I've told you that. Okay, and then we're just going to glue our little pocket up. I went ahead and cut my little pull in the top. Now, I did ink that a little bit more. I probably inked it a little bit much. I may end up cutting some of that off. As a matter of fact, I think I'm going to right now. And I'm going to use my little pinking shears to just kind of cut across that. They don't all have to look the same. I just put too much ink on it when I got going and couldn't stop. Alright, I don't know what kind of flower this is, but I think I'll put lily up there. I know it's not a lily. It's probably who knows what. And you can use these full labels if you want. I'm just cutting them down a little bit. I didn't have enough paper room left to make them all different sizes, so I just thought, well, they can cut them down if they want to use them on this, and if not, you can use them on something else. I looked at that and thought, I don't think I spelled lily right, but maybe that's the way you spell it. Well, okay, go straight. Okay, I like that. And then we'll slide that down in there. And there's another. I love these. I enjoy making them. And I went ahead and covered this little tag while I was off camera. And that would slide in there. But you could cover it with something different. I would probably slide it in that one, not this one, because it matches that background. And I would put some seam binding in there and then put some embellishments on it. So let's go ahead, if you want to, do you guys want to do another? Do you want to cover it with something different this time instead of that paper? Let's do. I'm going to go ahead and fold it. I think that's about what I've been folding it up. Okay, I've got this book, and I think, and it's a Victorian Flower Album by Henry Terry. And I think I might just cut a flower out of here. One that's pretty bright. What do we think? Because I wouldn't fussy cut these. They're a little bit too fussy to fussy cut. But I do use them on my pages. Kind of like that one. Oh, that one I like too. Alright, let me find one and then and this is probably one of the most ideal pages because it's got the flowers kind of separated. And I love, I love that flower, whatever that is. And it's looks like in Japanese, so I can't read it. It's going to be a little bit tall. I'll cut some of the bottom off. I'll tell you, that's what I'll do. I like that one too, but I think I'm going to use this one. So I'm just going to mark how wide I need this. And then we will, I'm just going to tear it because I'm going to wrap it around so it doesn't matter. Anybody know the name of this flower? It doesn't have it down there that I can see. It may, but I can't see it. Ooh, I'm going to go back over so I don't get that flower. Because that one could actually be a good little side tuck there. Okay. Now let's see what we can do here. I think I'll just cut a little of this bottom off because I'm not gonna need all that anyway. And I can use that as a little scrap. There we go. Let's see. Let's go ahead and cut this. No, I'm going to actually glue that down, I think, before I cut that, because if I cut it now, I will never match it up. So I'm just going to glue it down first. Got to think before you do, Edith. These little cards and tags, or little pockets and tags, would go great in a tall journal. So if you have a tall journal in the works, you can use these because they would go perfect. They're about the right size. You know what? That is so thick. Instead of trying to wrap that around, I'm going to trim it off. Because that book page is very thick. And I know if I tried to wrap it, I would just end up with a mess. And I hope I didn't cut my little bag open. Okay, and now we'll do a little trimming up here. And I'm going to use my little scissors. There we go. Ooh, that didn't want to cut. Let's go ahead and ink that. Ooh, that paper it grabs ink real fast. Now I'll probably cover that with something. I'm not going to put anything on it right now. I'll probably put some paper, book page or something up there just to cover that. Oh yeah, I like that. Cute. Okay, now we need to know what we're going to cover this with. We could cover this with just some of Edith Holden's words. That would work. These are Edith Holden's. This is a different book, but I'm going to use, I love how her writing was on those books. And I want to get that 52 on there if I can. I think it'll be just the right width. Got everything stuck to my scissors. Oh yeah, that's cute. I'm going to go ahead and trim this off. Maybe I won't be getting that number. Yeah, that works. Okay, we'll see if we can punch a pull in this. This is going to be pretty thick. Hello, it hit me right in the face. Now, let's figure out, well, I think I just want one something there. Maybe even a little bird or something. I don't know that I want another flower. Since we have flowers up here. See what birds we have that might work. Oh, that one will be cute. I'll need to trim it just a tiny bit more. But I think that one will work. These are some that Betty cut out for me using her, I think, brother scanning cut. And sometimes it would cut really, really good, and then sometimes there's a little edge around them. So I just trim that edge off, which is not a problem with me. I'm just thankful to get them cut this much. As you guys know, my fussy cutting skills are not great with my shaky hands. I end up cutting toes off and everything else. Poor bird, if I cut his toe off, he wouldn't be able to hang on the limb. Oh, speaking of birds, Alicia had a bird to fly into her window night before last, and it killed itself. I mean, it flew into her window really hard, and she went out, she showed me a video of it. She was feeling of it to see if it was still alive, and it was dead. But man, it was a pretty little bird, but boy, it hit that window like crazy. I told her, I said, you keep your windows too clean. If you have dirty windows like me, you don't have to worry about birds flying into them. They can definitely see my windows. She said, Mother. Yeah, I think we'll put him right there. And I may put a little label behind him. Let's see what we got in here as far as the labels go. About that one. Well, that would work. Looks like a little bush that he could be sitting on, so that'll work. We have them sometimes that fly into our back door because it's solid glass, and I put, you know, sometimes I'll put things on there to keep the kids from running into it, but every so often I have to take it off and clean the window, and if I forget to put it back on, they'll fly into it. Okay, I gotta figure out how to put some little glue down through there. That little piece. There we go. All right. Now, I don't think I want anything else up here. I'm just going to go ahead and glue my pocket together. Okay. And then let me figure out what I want to cover this with, and then we'll put our tag in there. I think what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to use this little blank piece of paper. And I'm going to put my glue here. And then I'm just going to tuck my paper in there at an angle like that. Press that down. And then we'll trim this off. Let's see, let's go ahead and use our little funny scissors here. There we go. And that just makes a nice little cover there at the top to cover that over. Put a little ink on it, and we've got it. And I think I'll use this one to put in here because it's kind of resembles those. Not exactly, I know. Who knows? I don't know what it is. Let's see. I don't know if I'll even put, I think the rest of these labels are a little bit big. I would have to print them a little bit smaller, so I may print some smaller little labels and put that on. I did find this little butterfly that fell out on my desk, so he was wanting to go right there, I think. And like I said, this little guy would tuck in there. And we'll make some tags for those, and we'll have them ready. That's all we have to do. Before you go, though, I want to show you something. Now, I normally make the freebie to go with a kit, a new kit that I've made. But this one can go, doesn't necessarily, but anyway. I do have a new freebie that will go up today. I do have a new digital that will go up today, and I'll go ahead and show you the pages. I absolutely love these reds. And I'm not a big red person, but I love these reds. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? I love the old book. And these are some old vintage watercolor pages that are behind. And then some of my old vintage pages that I have in my stash. I just love that. Love the teapot. And I will be making an ephemera kit for this. I don't have it made right now, but I'll be making an ephemera kit. Have some of these things a little bit smaller. And then there is the last one. So there's 8 pages, and then I will make an ephemera kit. So, you know, these could go. They could definitely go. But I will make some that will go with this kit. Alright guys, we will talk to you later. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. Go over to our digitals if you want to purchase this. They'll be up this afternoon, hopefully by the time the video goes up. And then these freebies are on the blog. The blog is attached to our website. Go to our website and click on the link that says blog. Alright, we will talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.